Are you ready? Ready to go? Are you ready? Ready for more? Are you ready? Ready for me? Oh my, you ready? Ready or not, we going, and I can't stop. Are you ready? Ready for me? Oh my, gonna hit it big. I got my eyes on the prize. Oh my, gonna spin the wheel, cash it in and roll the dice. Oh my, it's a thing of gold. All I do is win, all I do is win. Oh my, no, I'll never fold. Start it up, let the game begin. Way up high and take it low. I'm feeling right from head to toe. Line it up and let it roll. Here I go. Are you ready? Ready to go, are you ready? Ready for more, are you ready? Ready for me? Oh my, you ready? Ready or not, we going, and I can't stop, are you ready? Ready for me? Oh my, Are you ready? Are you ready? Ready for me? Are you ready? Are you ready? Ready for me? Are you ready? Are you ready? Ready to go? Are you ready? Ready for more? Are you ready? Ready for me? Oh my, you ready?
Yo! What's up, everyone? How you doing, Patrick?
You ready for me? I'm
you
ready.
doing? How you doing?
Ready to go. I'm ready.
How's your Saturday, man? How's your Saturday so far? You don't even know?
I missed it. My thing came unplugged. What'd you say?
I said, how's your Saturday been, man? so
It's
far?
great. Saturday's great, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grill out today. It's beautiful. The weather's nice. It's gonna be about 80 degrees. Gonna grill some burgers and some hot dogs. It's gonna be nice.
Nice.
It's gonna be nice.
Very cool, very cool. I don't know what we're doing today. I don't know. Chatmaster C is a little under the weather today. She didn't have a fun night last night, so that's all right. We're going to work through it.
It's not good to hear.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Chat, how are you doing this Saturday? Hope everyone is doing well. Hope everyone had a great week. We're getting close to a brand new week. Patrick and I are going to be getting on an airplane tomorrow. It's going to be
Flying
fun.
on a jet plane.
There you go. There you go. Excited for that. Seeing all the happy faces in the chat. This is nice. If you are new to Guy in a Cube or new to the live stream, put hashtag new in the chat. We love seeing all the new faces. Always love seeing the growth of the community and new folks hanging out with us. Yeah. Oh, Will, are you in London? You're not in Washington? Oh. Yeah, we did pick the busiest week. That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. Also, shout out to the members of Guy in a Cube. You help us do what we do here on the channel, and just appreciate everything, all the support.
Oh, he's back home now.
Oh,
he's back home. Sorry.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, good. So yeah, just thank you, members, for helping us out. If you want to learn more about being a member, you can look at the link on the screen or hit the join button down below to find out more. Members are the folks with the green names or the Guy in a Cube logo next to their name. They are the ones that help us do what we do. Members, hold on to your questions. Chatmaster C will let you know when it is time to submit, and we will we'll wait for that moment. It'll be at the halfway mark. So thank you for that. Let's see what who's new here. I
don't think we have anybody that's new.
No. I saw one. So Ricardo is new.
One.
Ricardo is new. Is there another one? Sigurd is new from Denmark. Welcome. Dia's new from Tunisia. Ooh. Muthu is new. Amrita is new. Wow. Look at that. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Awesome. Welcome, everyone. Glad you are here. Yeah. You're always missed, Paul. You're always missed.
Always, Paul.
Yes,
Always,
and
Paul.
I do love seeing folks from around the world. It always amazes me, especially as you get into Asia and the Asia Pacific area, because it's so late there right now. That just amazes me. Awesome, love it.
A few more new ones.
Makes me want to.
Mary.
Makes me want to travel. Makes me want to travel. Yeah. Mary. Nice. And then I see all the Texas folks too, and I love that as well. And Canada. We love everywhere. Yes.
Yeah.
Ganties. 4th week counted from Thailand. Nice. Yeah, Avenger Nerd Dad. How you doing, man? I still say Avenger too. Every time I see Average, I just think Avenger.
Yeah.
It's all right. Nick's in the house. Malaysia. Wow. Yeah, the Australia folk. Emily's there. I know Carrie's in the chat as well. That amazes me. Yeah, Chewy. All right. Questions. Get your questions in. Q : in front of the question. Chatmaster C standing by to get those into the queue. One time is all you need. Please don't spam the question. We have a 3 strikes rule here on Guy in a Cube. One time is all you need to get it into the queue. If you spam, after the 3rd strike, you will get put into a timeout by either Chatmaster C or one of our lovely moderators, except for Patrick. They'll put you in the timeout. So don't do it. Don't do it. I know you want to, but don't. Oh, Scott Stoffer. Scott, how you doing, man? My Kerberos buddy. It's my Kerberos buddy.
There was something this week, and I tagged you and I called you Mr. Kerberos.
You did. I
don't know if you saw it.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, I tagged you in it. Alex laughed at it because I was like, somebody asked a question about Kerberos. I'm like, no, don't tag Patrick. No. You need to tag Mr. Kerberos.
Yeah, please don't tag Patrick. Patrick wants nothing to do with that.
No.
Yes. No. Yeah, Matthew, I agree. Paul, it doesn't work that way. Sorry. I've got the override button. I got the override button. Scott, yeah. All right. Ooh, look at this. All right. So I didn't mention also super chats always take priority for all of that. And Crystal Cho's coming in with the first super chat. Thank you, Crystal. Very much appreciated. Let's go and I'm waiting. There we go. First question of the day. Is there a way to show a 0 row count when a table is empty? Ooh. Are you paying attention?
Here you go. Yeah, I found here you go. I'm putting the link in the chat. How to return 0 instead of blank by Mr. Alberto Ferrari. Yay!
Oh, look at that.
Here we go. Right here. Look. Boom.
Nice.
There you go.
Wait,
beautiful article too.
You didn't put it in the chat.
I'm about to.
Okay. All right.
There you go. Boom.
There you go, Crystal. Look at that.
There you go. It's a beautiful article too. It's a really good article.
And there's a video with it too, so that's nice.
And there's a video.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for the super chat. Bam. I guess Alex is doing the family thing, I guess. No worries.
Right. Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that at all. All right.
Nothing wrong with that.
Going to the queue.
People are even putting answers. They're putting the answers to the question in the chat. Way to go, Paul.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah,
Paul's
look at
DAX in the
DAX
chat.
is right, getting right in DAX. Now, the question is, though, is the YouTube chat thing, does it have a DAX editor as part of it? The answer is
I don't know.
It's not even an it depends. It's a no. Sorry. DAX just works. Yeah. All right.
That's funny.
Going to the queue. All right. When you use premium data flows with a connected data lake and enhanced compute engine on, do the CSVs still get generated? If so, are each of them only of the refresh part? And I know Matthew commented on this in the chat earlier. The answer is yes. The CSVs get created. They always get created. That's how the data is persisted. The compute engine is just to help with performance and other items from a caching perspective. So yes, the CSVs will always get created in the data lake. That is how data flows works. Nice. I don't know if you wanted to add anything else to that, Patrick.
Nope. No.
All right. Then data is king, coming in with the Dataverse question. I know Scott answered this one as well. Do I need a premium license in order to create new tables in Dataverse? No. So Dataverse itself is... Wait.
A Power BI premium license?
Yeah,
is he talking about Power BI Premium?
Power BI Premium.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, no, you don't need that. So Dataverse is technically outside of Power BI. And then the connector can be used without premium. Premium's not a requirement. So there may be licensing and whatnot on a Dataverse and Synapse perspective. I know Scott had mentioned a creator admin piece, but yeah, no premium necessary. I love it. All right, MJ.
No premium allowed.
A smarter way to programmatically capture the dataset refresh completed event than continuously repeating get refresh history API call. Can you think of any?
Yeah.
Power Automate. But I mean, you got to go through that API. Right? I mean, the API is how you're going to get that information for the refresh history. But you can automate that with Power Automate, or there's other ways to do it.
Logic
too.
apps.
Yeah.
Lots of different types of Azure automation.
Anything to automate PowerShell and like Data Factory could do it.
So
too.
you literally just keep calling it until you get refresh complete?
Yeah, I mean, there's different ways that you can control that.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, you could just say, like, look, just go get refresh history for this one on timed events or whatever, and then go see what the current status is, dump that into a table, and update it accordingly. There's lots of different... With code, you can do anything.
Yeah, right? Yeah, I know that, but... Yeah, okay. Keep going.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Yeah. Nice.
I've been dabbling with this PowerShell and API stuff lately, so...
Yeah.
Been dabbling a little bit.
But I mean, yeah, you got to call the API though, but you can automate that to be a timed event or, could be triggered off of something else. That's all sorts of stuff there.
Yeah.
So what I don't remember is there are certain, in Power Automate, there are certain actions that are already created for Power BI. Wasn't there one for like trigger when the refresh is done?
I don't know.
I want to say there was.
I don't know.
I'd have to look.
I have to look.
And I want to say there was one for data flows, and I don't know if there's one for data sets as well. Daryl is saying no. I thought there was only for data flows, not for data sets. All right, that's what I was thinking that in my head. Yeah. Why did we do that? Just for why just data flows? Why is it?
Let's just go. Yeah, don't even.
All right, don't go down that road. Right.
Yeah. No.
Yes. All right, Sandeep. What skills in Power BI should I master if I want to be Power BI architect? Sorry if I'm repeating the question here, but I posted the question. All right, so what skills do you need?
As the architect.
Yeah, as the architect.
So
what do you need?
What does that mean?
All of them. All the skills.
Yes. But see, and Chewy's thinking just like me. I'm like, if I'm going to be the architect, I know all the things, right? Yeah. I know all the things about Power BI. So you need all of them because you got to performance tune, you got to optimize, you got to configure capacities, you got to admin capacities, you got to monitor capacity, you got to monitor gateways. You got
Paul. Yes, Paul Cooper. It depends.
Yeah, he's right.
Yes.
He's absolutely right.
Yes.
He's absolutely right.
Oh, nice. Dan's saying that Seth Bauer had a good skill matrix on Power BI tips.
Okay.
Nice.
All right.
I'm not familiar with that. So that's good. Yeah, go over to powerbi.tips and check that out. Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of key skills. Look, understand the data, understand what options are available to you in Power BI. There's a lot. But like the core concepts, right? So data modeling, everyone was saying data modeling and some of the M stuff, and understand the difference between data flows and data sets. Don't just pick the shiny because it's new. Understand which tool is the right tool for the job, and where to apply certain things and where to do certain operations. The data for me, in terms of a given project or whatnot, getting the data right, from my perspective, is 90% of it. You got to get the data right, and then once that's done, like everything else, it's smooth sailing. So
yeah, but I'm just thinking. See, I'm just thinking about an architect though, because one of my first jobs after I got a little skill, I was a database architect, and I had broad knowledge of lots and lots of things, about our landscape. And it wasn't specific. I mean, like we had SQL, we had Oracle, we had MySQL, but I understood. I had like just this breadth of knowledge across all these things. And I think about Power BI, man, where do you even start with something like that though? If I want to become the architect, where do I start?
Yeah. And David called it out right. Just like the architect should have that broad knowledge, not necessarily be the expert on the given things, on the individual items. So yeah. All right, Crystal Cho coming in again. Part 2.
We didn't answer his question.
Yes,
we didn't answer her question.
So saying, well, the table's currently empty due to the visual level filters, though. So how do we get the blank?
You can right click on the. I'm trying to open up something here. I'm trying to open up something, so I can show it. Do you have something? I don't have any.
I've got AdventureWorks. What do you want me to do?
Yeah, just open it up.
I have it open.
Yeah. And then you can show them. You can right click and say show empty rows. There's a feature in there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
It's the it's on the visual, right?
It's on the measure.
On the measure.
Yeah.
On the measure or the visual?
Yeah. I think it's on the visual.
Yeah.
I mean on the measure.
It's not on the measure.
It's not on the measure.
That's on the. No, where is it?
There's an option.
I remember the option.
But this is just a table. I think you got to do that on a table, though.
Well, that's why I said the visual or the.
Okay, let me just get some data.
It's probably on the format pane. Values. Where's it at? Values to rows. No. On the field in the visual pane. There we go. Thank you, Ian. Hang on, let me go back. So on the item, there it is. Show value.
But also,
no. Wait, where is it? Let's see.
It's not there.
Don't see it.
But also, there it is.
It's on the category. It's on the category. Show items with no data.
Okay. But also, if I create my measure and do what Alberto said in his thing where it's explicitly returning a 0, even if you filter it, it should still show that row with 0 on it.
Yeah, because the value is actually coming back from the measure. So there is a value.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It still should return something.
I agree. That's what I would have thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I need to video Alberto's video and kind of.
I would go watch Alberto's video first and make sure he just doesn't do it in the video because he's pretty. Usually he's pretty thorough.
Very thorough. Very
thorough. Marco dropped the link to one of his articles, understanding DAX auto exists.
Ooh, something we're not thinking about that Dan posted is you cannot use implicit measures.
Oh, yeah.
That's a very good point, Dan. Very good point, Dan. That is a very good point.
Yes. Where'd it go?
That's a very good point.
Where'd it go?
We're just assuming that, explicit measures, but.
Yes. Yeah. We always assume explicit measures, so.
Yeah, always assume.
Yes.
Great point, Dan. Great point.
Yes.
Great point.
Yes. Well, but that's where the DAX comes in play, though, right? Because you wrote the measure that is going to return the 0,
Yeah.
so then you're okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
Populate saying it doesn't work. I'd like to know what doesn't work, Populate.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I agree. All right. Let's go back to the queue. Let's get rid of that. We did that one. And Vicar, RLS question. Is RLS applied on a paginated report that is based on an on-premises analysis services tabular model connected via Power BI gateway?
Yes.
If you enabled it, but it has to be So when the paginated report connects to analysis services,
you got to tell it to
well,
impersonate.
So hang on a second. Yes, you have to do the impersonate. Yes.
Yeah, you have to do an impersonate.
And then you have to have, assuming the RLS roles and whatnot are applied on the
on
the
SSAS
analysis services.
You got to configure. Yeah, because it'll if you do the impersonate, it'll pass the effective user, and then it'll apply. So you got to do it. Yes.
Yep.
But it's got to be defined in SSAS.
So in this case, so Igor, RLS there is no data set. So the RLS is actually for paginated. It's just going right back to analysis services. So in this case, analysis services is the model at that point for on-prem going through the gateway.
Yeah.
Now, also understand that the gateway, you can also do the user mapping and that kind of stuff.
Yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah. Yep.
Cool.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Good question.
That's a good question. That's a fun question too.
Yeah.
You don't get to do stuff like this.
I don't know.
Because Power BI just handles everything for you now. You don't have to check anything. It just does it.
Yep. That's it. All right. Amrita. Let's see here. From Ireland. Hello. My question is, I am developing a report with multiple flat fact tables. What does that mean? Each table is a separate section for different departments.
No.
How do I set up security per department? Why would you do that?
No.
Why not just have one fact table?
No. And put a department ID on it, and then have a dimension that is department ID to that table, and then put the security on your department table. That's it.
Yes.
Now, if you do it the other way, so if I have department 1, department 2, you would need to maintain measures across both of those, or you can do some fancy things with your measure. But if you're going to take that approach, then you would just do object level security on each one of the department tables, which would just be an absolute mess and something for you to maintain and deal with. So I would take all those tables and stack them on top of each other. All those department tables and make one big fact table.
So Amrita is saying it's different KPIs per table. Okay, do that once you have your dimension, you can slice that and or control that from a measure perspective. We don't need different fact tables for that. Yeah. And so from a Power Query
tables.
Power Query perspective and or at the source, if if it's coming from SQL, do a view and just union them and go to town. Go to town. Yes. One table.
And
one
if you're
fact
absolutely
table for that.
all the roles, and if you're absolutely sure that you don't need to dedupe, instead of using union, because union can slow things down, use union all.
Yeah.
If you're not trying to distinct across those unions.
Yes. Now I will say so Pod Beater, you made a comment there, and I'm waiting for it to come through on my thingy. Why don't I see it? There it is.
What did he say?
He said she's trying to avoid DAX fun, and I'm like, look, like even without DAX, honestly, you're like even without DAX, having one table and having a dimension that can slice that, we can do certain things there. But let's do it the right way. Let's do it the right way, so we don't have to overcomplicate it with multiple tables. And then how do we do something because it's in multiple tables? Well, don't do that.
Yeah, Marco's got a pattern. Marco's got a. Oh, that's something else. Abdullah. That's something else.
That's
okay.
something else.
And Dan, yeah, some SQL tips right there, Dan. Dropping them. Stay tuned to the Data Tuesday. You're gonna get all this stuff on the Data Tuesday. All right. Stay tuned.
All right. Cool. Yes. All right. Cool. So we got another super chat, Abdullah. That's what Marco's comment was in relation to.
So we owe Marco $10. Dan, we owe Marco 10.
How about we owe him a pizza?
Yeah, I'm sure he'd take that.
Yes.
I'm sure he'd take that.
Yes.
We had some of the best pizza at Bits, SQL Bits. Me, Marco, and Alberto had some of the best pizza. Oh my God, it was so good.
Yes. All right.
Yeah.
So how do I count the number of subscribers whose expiration date is set to be after the current date and time? And then Marco's comment said that he had a pattern for that. Where'd it go? Which is the events in progress.
I need to.
Over on daxpatterns.com.
Yep.
So go check that out.
I'm going to open that one up and go read that one. That'll be a good one.
Marco, he said, he's like, pizza's good, but you need to come to Italy to buy that. I'm like, phew.
Hey, I'm down.
All right.
I'm down, Marco.
All right. I got to bring Chatmaster C with me, though. She hasn't been there.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go to Italy.
Let's do it.
I haven't been to Italy.
All right. Oh my gosh. So many questions here. Let's go back. How are we doing on time?
Scott, I don't remember the name of the place, Scott. You'd have to ask Marco what's the name of the pizza place. But it was good. It was good.
All
right. Have to ask Marco.
Igor's question. Will Power BI apps be used less because of hybrid tables? Ags. I saw apps. Sorry. I was going to say, how does that relate to apps? Will Ags be used less because of hybrid tables? Thoughts and opinions on that? Just curious. Yeah, there it is. All right.
It depends. I saw that question. I was like, that's interesting.
What do you think?
I never thought about would it be used less? Well, it depends on what you're trying to do, because if I don't need real time, then I don't use hybrid tables. So then I still need Ags. But if you need real time, I think it's two different things, to be honest with you. We're going down two different paths, because if I'm thinking about Ags, I'm going against this huge volume of data that I'm trying to speed up. And I'm trying to keep my model small because I got this fact table that's got petabytes of data in it, and I can't import that. But with Ags, it's a portion. I mean, with hybrid tables, it's just a portion of the data. If you take hybrid tables in the true sense, right? If we're just talking about you configure it in the desktop, that real-time chunk is going to be the most recent set of data. And so if I'm just trying to give real-time, performance over this recent set, it's a whole different thing a problem that I'm trying to solve. So
yeah. I'd also add that hybrid tables could be used directly off of the main fact, whereas and then the Ags are going to happen in a refresh perspective. So doing direct query off of the Ag doesn't even make a lot of sense. And so the hybrid table to me makes sense going against the main fact. But if we're doing that, then why would we? You may not even be able to do that if it's a lot of data. Yeah. Two different paths. And then if you consider auto Ags, and I had a long conversation with a few people last week, then we're talking about auto Ags and manual Ags. We really don't need hybrid tables anymore, because you can do a really good balancing act between the two. Yeah. So it's a good question, but I don't think they're related. Igor, I think it's two different paths we're thinking about. Yep. It depends, though. It depends. And the chat's been going bananas on pizza. Thanks. I guess that was my fault. I brought up pizza. So
maybe we eat pizza tomorrow. When we land in Seattle.
Thought we said wings.
Pizza and wings. Why can't we have both?
Whatever.
As long as there's beer, I don't care what we eat. As long as there's beer.
All right, Lance. I use detail rows a lot for unit testing.
I never even used that.
It will only return rows for the table the measure is on. Is there a way to parameterize a measure to be on a different table for easier testing?
Marco answered it somewhere. I've never used this details rows to do this before, so I can't offer anything here, Adam.
I want to say my answer is probably no by default. Where is... Hang on.
It's a function. A table with data returned by details row. If no detail rows is defined, the data for... Oh, so you have to define the detail. Oh, yeah, I know this property.
Yeah.
So you can define the detail rows. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, nice. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
Now I got to go look at detail rows. I need to write this down.
Yeah, write that down.
Blast it.
That'll be a video I give you crap over.
Yeah, you will. You will. You will absolutely say, don't do this video.
But you'll love it.
Okay, I got it.
But you'll be excited.
I will love it. Yeah.
Oh, Igor's saying there's a video from Alberto on that too.
Alberto?
Controlling drill with Excel. Wait. Controlling drill with Excel. That's probably for something else. I don't know if that's what they did. All right. Anyway. All right, let's get one more. One more before we bump it up against the clock. One more. Ricardo. Boom. How do you add a filter where users can paste from a clipboard?
What?
So this, I've heard this ask a lot of like, hey, I want to, from a filter that we have like in the filter pane, I just want to paste stuff that I have in the clipboard, and today you can't do that. So that doesn't work today in that sense. So you'd have to paste into like a search box of some kind and do like a search or like a text filter from like a slicer perspective of some sort, but you can't do it on the filter pane easily. Especially like if you're trying to paste in like if I copy something from a list from Excel and want to paste that into the filter, that's not something you can do today. Marco's saying that the Smart Filter Pro custom visual does support that. Yeah, but it's still from a visual perspective, right? Not from the filter pane. So anything you do is going to be from a visual standpoint, whether it's custom visual or anything like that. But it's still a valid option. So definitely check that out. All right, Chatmaster C has cleared the queue. We are at the halfway mark going into member-only chat. Everyone can watch the stream and learn the knowledge, but only members and moderators will be able to participate in the chat directly. Apologies if we didn't get to your question. We never get through all of them. There's always so many, so come back next time, next Saturday, and we'll try again. All right. So let's cut over. And if you want to learn more about being a member, you can check out the join button down below, and I'll get a link in there in a second. And going over to member only. And one more thing before we go to the questions. Bam. And Jonas, thank you for becoming a member. Very much appreciated. And then also, I apologize. There was a new member at the beginning of the stream that I didn't.
I missed it.
But I don't have it anymore. But thank you for becoming the member. All right. Let's go. So one of the benefits of being a member is the ability to pre-submit questions. Although this week we did not have any. Jen, yes, it was Jen. Thank you, Jen. Very much appreciated. Awesome. All right, so we are just going to go right to the queue. The queue is light, so if you want to get your question in, now is the time. Get it in so we can get going. All right, Thomas coming in with the first question. Is there a way to control the column width of a decomposition tree? Ooh.
I have no idea.
Well, hang on.
No idea.
Hang on. I want to say no. I
don't know.
However, let's go over to my machine. Let's look. Let's explore together.
Because that's interesting.
Come on, kids. Let's explore. So if we go, so we've got properties, positions. No, that's just for the general visual. That ain't gonna do it. I don't see any items here that necessarily control. Wait, button. I need to select the right visual. How about that? Tooltips, effects, visual, data bars, tree. I'm still thinking my original answer and assumption of no is right. Although the bar, there's a size. What's that do if I bump that up? Ooh, look at that. Look at that. The size of the data bar. Are you seeing this, Patrick? Are you watching?
I'm looking at it. I see it. I see it.
Look at that. Look at that. Look
That's
at that.
nice.
Bam.
That's nice.
Bam. Thomas, does that get you what you want? Does this get you what you want? I'm not looking at the button now, Will. I'm looking at the... I was looking at the button before, but now I'm not. Oh, there we go. There we go. That's nice. So yeah, I would hopefully that gets you what you want, Thomas. Not exactly. I want to fix the width. Okay. I don't see that. So yeah, it looks like it's just going to be a percentage. Have you played around? I would play around with that though. It looks like that's probably going to be your only option there. So for one column, okay, you don't want it to apply to every column. The answer there is going to be no. So because I don't see an option. Some of the items, and Patrick, I know you know this, like where like conditional drill, like you can choose which measure you want to do the conditional or not the conditional formatting. So, but this one doesn't let you do it per item. So it's just for the entire thing. So,
you know what? If we had oh shoot, I cannot think of the name of it. It used to be in SharePoint where the original decomp tree came from. Probably could do it there.
Yeah, so you're talking about the
performance point.
Yes,
Performance point. Yeah, I bet you can do it in performance point in SharePoint.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, just use performance point. It's fine. Go back to like SharePoint 2010 or
2010.
earlier.
Yeah.
Or earlier.
Yeah.
Yes. Benny. Yeah, Matthew, the Pro Clarity. Pro Clarity.
Pro Clarity. Yeah, that's it. Pro Clarity. That's it. That's it, Matthew. Pro Clarity. I couldn't think of it. I was trying to think of that. That's right.
All right. Tony's got a question. Going to Tony. Does anyone know a way to create a URL drill through same report instead of using a button or right click drill through? Or could you populate a button to dynamically show in each row? So what you can do is you can have a measure that dynamically creates the URL and then use that as a link on the item, like within a table.
And then you could change the icon. So instead of showing the whole link, once it's a URL, it'll put a little link icon.
Well, you can do that, or you can actually replace, like if it's a category name, just have that category name clickable, right? And then click it, and then it takes you to maybe another page on the report.
We got videos on that.
We do.
We got so many videos on that. We have lots of videos on that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, check that out, Tony. So yeah, write the.
I'm gonna go look for the video.
Yeah, do a dynamic URL from a measure perspective, and then use that. You can do. I think it's part of the conditional formatting, maybe, or some option to do that. Yeah. No, Alex isn't here. That's all right.
Custom URL for column.
All right. I'm gonna jump a little bit. Scott asked a good question. I have to repeat this every once in a while. So Scott asked, how can we pre-submit questions? Go to the community tab of the YouTube channel. Not now. Do it later. And occasionally I repost the instructions for how to do that. But you can find it in the history if you scroll down. There are instructions there. Or also you have to be at the visitor or the producer tier to do that. So make sure you're at the right tier. And if you're in that tier, you'll be able to see that post on how to pre-submit the question. Thank you, Scott. Thank you, Scott. All right.
Yeah.
There you go. Dynamic URL. Bam. Nice. All right.
I did it.
Submit. When we provide viewer access to users of our report, users cannot download data or edit, but can still see tables. How to restrict that? Oh, so I'm saying you don't want them to download the data or to do that. So there's a couple different ways. What am I doing? Let me go to the service. Let's head over to my machine. And we'll go to AdventureWorks. So one thing you could do on a per report basis, you can actually set some of this up in Power BI Desktop as well before you even publish it.
Oh, okay. I see where you're going.
Yeah, you go settings, and you can actually control the export of data, right? So you can just say, nope, can't export any of the data. Or you can say you only want the summarized data, and or what you want to do there. So that's one way you can do it. The other thing you can do is you could do it from a tenant perspective of just not allowing
but that's
the export of data.
I don't think that's what they're talking about, though.
Well, he said
keep going.
Download the data or edit, but can still see the tables.
Yeah, so you can do see table, on the visual.
Yes.
If I turn this off, they won't be able to see the table.
It doesn't. No, this is specific to the export.
Yeah. So So hover and click the little ellipsis up there, up at the top. Up. Right.
Yeah,
the ellipsis. Yeah.
That's not the right one. That's for the.
Oh, you can't get to it. Use a different
the
one.
Layers.
Just use that line chart
it's
up
the
there.
Layers. Well, that one's not going to work either. I'll use the matrix. Show us table. Yeah. Yeah.
How do you stop that? They want to stop that.
So one thing you could do in desktop. Where's desktop? So one thing you can do, if we go back, where'd my thing go? Here we go. On the visual itself, you can do. There is a way to control the header icons, right? And so you can disable see data layout. That's just on the header though. It's not the show as table. It doesn't do that. So, but you could get rid of more options maybe. Nope. That's what I was thinking, is that might be an option to hide that, but you probably would have to get rid of everything at that point. Show next level, expand pin focus mode. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Oh, yeah, Will, good point. Yeah, those settings don't have enough. Don't do it in desktop. Yeah. So that's something you can play around with. David's bringing up the fact that there's keyboard shortcuts to do it. So yeah, that might not be able to disable the actual show as headers. So yeah, ideas.powerbi.com. I don't know why we don't have an option to disable that. It's interesting.
Well, Will's got it. Will's here. He's got it.
Yeah. Well, what do you mean Will's got it?
He'll write it down and tell them to go fix it.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I thought you meant he had an actual answer to. I'm like, I don't think.
No. He's gonna.
But you can control the export of data though, so that's an important thing. I'd love to understand the scenario around why you want to block that per se, because because that's the data that's driving the visual anyway, so I don't know why. It's an interesting thought item. So okay. Thomas, RLS and goals, will that work? Oh, wait.
I don't know.
Wait. RLS and goals. I want to say, I need to look. I thought. Let's go look at the release plan together, shall we? I thought there was a goals. Let's see. Let's go back over to my machine. So we have embed Power BI goals. We've got goals roll up, cascading of goals. There's lots of goals things in here. That's all I've got from the release plan perspective.
RLS.
I don't know.
There is an RLS. There was something about RLS and goals. There was.
I don't know yet. Maybe that'll be a thing coming down the road.
I think it was. I
don't know.
I think it was Mo that was.
Not
we have to
showing,
find out.
Yeah, I'm not showing anything in the release plan. So Yeah. So, all right. Yeah. Stay tuned.
There was. I mean, I know there was something with RLS and goals in the release plan. There was. I know there
it might have got
was.
pushed out then. Or deprioritized, something there. I don't know if it was there and isn't there anymore. Actually, so that's one other cool feature I've seen, and something to I don't know. It may cause you to not be happy. I don't know. But if
Me?
No. So I'm looking. So there's an option in the release plans to actually look at the change history. So things removed or dates changed. But I'm not seeing. So I see where under Power BI where the features were added, but I don't see anything like that changed or moved. So yeah, so there's nothing under the remove. So I don't know. To date, it's not there today, so hopefully it'll be there tomorrow. And when I say tomorrow, I mean like sometime in the future. So
RLS, I'm gonna write it down.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go look some searching on it.
Nice. Okay, Andy. Funny you asked this, Andy. Patrick, how's the 30-day query folding challenge going?
I made it to day 7, and we have a video coming out
Wednesday. Oh, and he muted on the sneeze. Look at that.
Yeah. We have a video coming out
Wednesday.
I'm not sure when the video. Wednesday. It's Wednesday. We have a video. I'm on day 7, and I've been going through them, and this one really was interesting because it wasn't just about the data; it was about the schema. Go check it out. Go check out the challenge.
Well,
if you've already been.
And you had a discussion with Mr. Powers on that one too, didn't you?
I did, and he was impressed. Because I used the function that he doesn't use that often. So yeah, check it out.
So stay tuned for the video coming at you. All right, and then Mark, thank you for the super chat. Very much appreciated.
Yeah. No question with it.
No, just
okay.
super chat.
Appreciate it.
All right, Jason. Automatic ags times out after 60 minutes. Yeah. The data set's around 10 gig and never completes the learning operation.
Yeah.
How can I get this to work?
2 things you need to know about this. I have been researching. A video's coming out about automatic ags, but it's going to take me a month before I release it. But Adam knows how I am. And so 2 things. The next time the refresh runs, it's going to continue, right? It puts a message and says, hey, I didn't finish. So the next time it's going to, restart from that point. But if you go to the documentation, there's 2 docs on automatic ags. There's one that's just kind of an overview, and you need to read that entire document thoroughly before you do anything with automatic ags. There's a link in that document where the caution talks about this to fine tuning. And it's a really good point. If you go read that fine tuning document, it says you need to come up with a balance between manual ags and auto ags. And because if you are aware, think about your environment, you'll have reports that are pre-built, and you'll know the shapes of those queries, so you can actually go and manually create those ags, and you don't have to depend on auto ags to build those. You don't need to depend on auto ags to build those. The only time that, if I don't know the shape of a query, if I'm in an ad hoc environment, I let auto ags handle my ad hoc ags, but the shape of the ags, if I know all those pre-cans, I build manual ags for those, so I don't have to worry about the machine learning part running and try to figure that out. So you got to come up with a healthy balance between your manual ags and your auto ags, and then take that slider and go not 95%, 75%, or 50%, and then get a healthy balance, and then you proactively monitor it. This is all in the video. So I'm working on it. I'm working on the video, but you definitely need to read that fine tuning section, because just depending on auto ags for all your aggregations, it's gonna take a bit to do it.
Yeah. So David brought it up. Good point, David. It depends.
God dang it! Yeah. Touche. Good one, David.
Paul
Great
Cooper
point.
did make the comment, because you said it's going to take you a month or so to get that video out. And he said surely that will time out after a month.
And I wanted to get it out because there's going to be an announcement around AutoEggs, and I wanted to get it out aligned with that. But I get to go and talk to Christian and Kai for a bit about this in person, which I'm really excited about. And so I want to wait until I talk to them about that. So, and then we have another conversation on Monday about some other stuff. So it's coming. But yes, for now, just balance your manual eggs and your auto eggs. So
nice. All right, Pop Eater. I'm getting blanks in my matrix. My value is from a measure. I've tried is blank, is empty, equals blank, and others I can't remember. None of them have helped. Ideas.
And Popita said earlier that Alberto's solution doesn't always work. I saw him say that in the chat earlier. I'd have to see the model.
The zero, yeah, we'd have to play around with it.
I'd have to see it, Popita. This is, I need to see your DAX and your data model, or a sample, if you have a sample or something like that.
Yeah, and I'm wondering if the matrix visual itself is doing something specific there, based on
I'll share it with other people too. If you have a sample, it's interesting. I'm sure people will be interested in. Yeah,
that or there's a known.
People will be interested.
Known about that. I don't know. Like it's ringing a bell.
I'm sure I could think of I'm sure there's a lot of people that would be interested in seeing and helping try to figure that out. Yeah. So if you have a sample, if you have a sample you want to share,
Yep.
Yeah.
Beater, I don't know what that means. Info guy. Oh yeah.
.com, right?
.com.
I kid.
Rajesh, thank you for becoming a member. Much appreciated. Mark saying no. I don't know.
Is it not empty? Is there nothing there?
Yeah. Kevin said if you have multi-measure on the matrix, multi-measure on the matrix, any non-blank measure will show the row.
So many things here. Yeah, there's so many things. So many things. Yeah, we gotta play around with it.
Cool. All right. Thanks, Daryl. I have a requirement to take PowerPoint slide, rebuild it in Power BI with data points on across slide layout. Any ideas to reduce the number of visuals loading? It depends.
That is all day. It depends. All day.
Let me get Alluring Analytics. So one of the items, I'm going to drop a blog post from Mr. Chris Hamill. So this is a measure on consolidating report elements. This works if you're using like card visuals. If you're doing other visuals, like you need to think about how you're actually, like, I don't know what visuals are actually on this slide and what you're doing. So, so that's where the it depends comes in. If you are using card visuals though, think about this blog post. Also look at, something like where you can take advantage of small multiples maybe. That might be something that can help you reduce, cause it's a single visual at that point. Otherwise go back to your, where the requirements are coming from and challenge them and say, look, here's a better approach of coming up with this data and redesign the report. Does it have to match exactly what's in the PowerPoint slide? I don't know.
Yeah.
So
those are great points.
Those are all things I would, Daryl said lots of boxes with text. Well, what? So if you have a lot of just text visuals where you're putting hard coded text, can you bake that into the background? Like if it's hard coded and not changing, bake that into the background. Now to get rid of the visuals.
I think we did a video on how to use the PowerPoint as the background. So you can make the PowerPoint the way you want and save it as an image, that background, and then use that as a background for the report. Yeah.
So yeah. All right, cool. Hopefully that helps you, Daryl. I don't know. If it's dynamic text, I mean, you got to deal with that. So it's just a question of, can we change the requirements, or can we influence the requirements to do something better?
It was too blocky, did not scale.
Well, so the PNG from a scaling perspective, you got to match So I go with a higher resolution image and see if that helps with the scaling. And then choose like the fit option for the background to see if that, play around with the options for the background to see if it'll actually handle it. The bigger the image is, the better it will scale. If you do a small image for the original report and it goes bigger than that, then it's going to look weird.
You should do a video on this. You should do a video on this.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm telling you, that would be a good video. Right. Bake the text into the background. Talk.
Yes, Paul, influence the requirements.
You should do that.
Influence the requirements.
You should do a video on this. I like it. You should do a video on this.
Yes.
I'm telling you, you should do a video on this.
All right.
As much as you disagree, that would be a popular video.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Okay. He's not going to do it. He's not going to do it. I'm telling you, he's not going to do it.
Maybe I will.
He's not going to do it.
Maybe I will.
He's not going to do it.
All right. Anyway.
Okay.
How can I find the best suited Power BI plan for my company? By the way, my name means freedom in Greek. Oh, nice. I like that. I can't pronounce it, but Eleftheria? I like that. Plan. How can I find the best suited Power BI plan for my company? So, first off, I'm going to ask, what does that mean? What do you mean by Power BI plan? If you're looking at like how do we
implementation?
That's where I was going. Like implementation, adoption. We do have guidance docs. When I say we, I mean the Power BI guidance docs on adoption and implementation. So I don't know if Matthew beat me to it. I don't see it. So I'm going to drop a few links in the chat. There's the adoption item, and then and I know Patrick's showing it depends. There you go. And then there's the implementation guys. So check those out for sure. Those are, I would absolutely start with the adoption roadmap pieces. That gives a great map of like how you can go and implement things like Center of Excellence, get executive sponsorship, all of those things. Yeah, Matthew coming in with it as well. Awesome. What was your it depends, Patrick, or just in general?
It just depends. It just depends in general. I mean, what plan depends on what plan means. You know, are they talking about what type of licensing? Are they talking about adoption? Are they talking about, you know, or what sources should we use? Are we going direct query? It's so many things it depends on. So I don't know what plan means. Maybe it's all of that stuff. So, you know, so there's so many things there.
So Eleftheria, if you're still in the chat, like let us know if did we hit what you were looking for there from a plan perspective? Did we get it right, or did you mean something else?
There's so many things there. So many things.
Pod Beater thinks you were talking about pricing. I'm not making that assumption because that's what I don't think plan necessarily means. So yeah, all right. Going on to Paul. What is the best way to combine many CSV files by day using the files date created in Blob storage and still make the query fold? Ooh. If the query doesn't fold, is incremental refresh by day possible? No. That part is a hard no.
It is. Incremental refresh is possible over files. Gilbert Q, you got to write a function. Let me find it. I gotta do a video on this. I have to do a video on this.
Yes. So there are options there. In terms of combining many CSV files by day using the files date created. So that question to me tells me you know how to do it. But then it's the question of the folding piece, and that the blog post from Gilbert Q talks about how you can implement that with files. So you got to use a little bit of M wizardry to get that to work. So you got to go do a little bit of advanced M. You're not going to get it through the UI.
Yeah.
Yep.
Man, if Alex was here, that would have already been in the chat. I got it though.
Thomas is like data warehouse, maybe. I mean, that's an option, but it sounds like in this case, they're not looking to do that. Yep.
But
all right.
So what if you were, can I just say something? Can I just say this? What if the files were in, let's just go with Patrick's crazy thought. If the files were in a data lake and I had SQL Server Synapse on top of it and I went serverless and I went serverless to those files.
Bringing in
Would
some
that query fold
snaps.
back? Would that query fold back? Because it's T-SQL. It's just T-SQL. Would that fold back? And could I do incremental refresh against serverless and not do any trickery? Can I use the native functions in Synapse to do incremental refresh over those files with serverless?
I like that. Ooh, I like that. I like that. You need to write that down.
Can I do that?
Write that down.
Can I do that?
Write that down. And look at that, Matthew. You found the right blog post too. Good job. I like it.
Can I do that?
Yes.
I bet you somebody's already. I'm gonna go search and see if people talk about that. I'm gonna do a video on it, even if they
Will,
do it, though.
Will just said that needs a video, Patrick.
Yeah, that needs a video. That needs a video. Needs a video.
Yeah, I mean, if you're using the SQL endpoint
but does
and
it
the
go,
serverless, it should absolutely fold.
Is that Data Tuesday? Is that Power BI?
I'll let you choose.
Oh man, think about it. Whew, I'm
Or is
talking
it
about
a two-parter?
serverless. I'm going.
Or is it a two-parter?
Oh,
There you go. All right. Going on. Moving on. Paul says the files may have to be in Parquet format, though.
nah, CSV.
We'll see.
It could be either one.
All right.
It could be either one.
All right.
It
We'll
could
let
be either
Patrick
because
explore.
you can do an open row set on CSVs or Parquets, so it'll work. No, that'll work.
Kevin, don't cross the video streams.
What do you think, Paul? I gotta go test it, Paul.
right.
I don't know.
All right, let's see. Dijon, newbie question. Is there a way to create a layout template for all your dashboards reportings so that you do not have to recreate it all the time? No need to show, just yes or no. No need to show, just yes or no. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, you could do that.
So you can save, so come up with your layout, like your default starter piece, and then just export the Power BI desktop file as a Power BI template, and then share that. Have that as part of your center of excellence. I know a lot of companies, what companies I've seen them do is they come up with a standard layout, but then what they also do is they have like hidden pages in that report that show like, hey, here's our color schemes, and here's our recommendations for how to use certain visuals and visual types to match our company formatting. And or additional instructions on like where to go for more information. And so that base template file is what's used to kind of drive a beginning journey for a business analyst on how to use Power BI with those items for that business's how they want to approach those items. So that's absolutely a way you can go and do that. And then the template file doesn't have any data. But you can actually create the template file without even, I think you could do it without even having like the data model in there at all. It's just a report layout pieces.
You can. Yeah.
Yep.
But if you wanted to include, I like what Populate said, if you wanted to include date tables and time tables in the template, you could do that also.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, all right. Oh, and Scott, you had so many questions in there. We are at time though. So, Scott, I love the questions. Let's get them next time. Come back. We'll get them. So yes. Excellent.
We're at time.
I know it went by so fast. All right. Any closing words of wisdom, Patrick?
Go outside today.
Go outside.
If it is nice,
Have to go outside
in your area, or even if it's raining, go splash in some puddles. Go outside today. Don't stay in the house, guys. We stay in the house too much.
Yes.
Go outside.
Awesome. All right, everyone. We will be back next Saturday, even though we are traveling this week. But we'll be back. We're coming back home on Friday, and then live stream next Saturday. Just cranking right on it. All right. Enjoy your week, everyone. Thank you so much for attending, and we'll see you on the interwebs. See ya.
Yep.